Hey everybody. I just got home from work. We planted a couple trees today at the college, which is kind of fun. I always love planting a good tree. But I had on my list of things to do tonight to plant my garlic. I feel like it's pretty ambitious, but I want to make sure that I get it done because the next couple of weekends are going to be really busy and I have some time tonight and I got to get her done. And at school today, it was really nice and sunny and pretty warm, like a little bit chilly, but I just came home. It's super windy and it is like, okay, I'm going to say borderline cold. So I still have to separate all of my cloves from my bulbs. And I watched this really cool, I think it was an Instagram reel last year about separating these because it is tricky. And so what they did was they smashed the stem of the bulb on a hard surface and then it broke apart. But I tried that, like maybe this one's going to be different. I tried that last night just to see if it would work. And like it didn't. I don't know, maybe these are too long. Or maybe they're just too good. They're so solid. So the first part of my evening is going to be just breaking apart the bulbs into cloves to plant. Now, this year, same as last year, I'm only planting music. And this is why, right here. Look at the size of those cloves. They're gigantic. This is why you grow music. I've actually seen this variety grow in popularity just since I've been growing it. And I have not been growing garlic for that long, but nearly everyone, I see on social media or that I talk to likes to grow music because it's first delicious. And second, when you break apart a bulb, the cloves are ginormous. So especially if you're cooking, like look at the size of that. If you're cooking, it's so great because you don't have to break apart thousands of little cloves. One huge bulb breaks into, maybe maximum 6. What's this one have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This huge thing has 5 cloves in it. So that's, I think, the reason why a lot of people grow this. Oh, I need a tool. So I grabbed a butter knife and all I'm doing is basically slipping the knife between 2 cloves so that I don't break into, you want to try and keep the skin on as best you can. And I'm just slipping the knife between 2 cloves and kind of giving it a twist. And then that's breaking them open and keeps the cloves intact. Oh my gosh, these are hard to break apart. If anybody else knows a trick to getting these all separated, let me know what it is. But I'm dead serious. Like, oh my gosh. That is one clove. That thing. Like, no vampires after eating these suckers. Whew, baby. Can't say enough about this variety of garlic. I really can't. If you can get your hands on some music, do it. Anyways, I don't have all of this done, but we'll take it outside to the garden and assess the situation out there because I know I have some bed prep to do, so I'll get going on that as well. Thought I saw a bear in the farmer's field. Something out there, something moving. Might be turkeys. Man, this is just the perfect fall weather. We got a lot of rain this week, and as you can see, most of our leaves have fallen. Hugh, you want to come in the garden? You want to come in the garden? He's thinking about it. So this is the bed that I have to clean out. So like there's this lettuce. I wonder I don't know. It might be good. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pick this. Take it inside and put it in the fridge. It's good. Free lettuce. Okay, now that the chickens and I have this cleaned out, the next step is just to do a really light broad fork, nothing crazy. There was nothing planted in this bed this year, so hopefully I don't need too much. Oh, these chickens are having a good time. Just found a couple of strawberries. Low snack. Okay. I couldn't find my hard rake, but if you've never heard of the Groundskeeper, this is an amazing rake. It's very robust, and I don't like to plant in uneven beds, so I'm just gonna rake it a little bit flat. Can I just take a moment to talk about richness? There is really nothing that makes me happier, maybe a couple things, in this world than a freshly prepped garden bed full of amazing compost and well-built soil that is going to grow a ton of whatever food, but in this case, garlic. I just freaking love this. Like, I freaking love it. And I am so grateful, and I feel so rich to be able to have good soil and good compost. Like, that's it. Doesn't take much for this farm girl. Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm so grateful for good soil. I really am. Oh, like, appreciate that for just one moment. Let me just take you a little closer. Like, look at this. It's so beautiful. Like, so good. Anyways, all right, let's get these laid out. It's pretty awesome. All laid out, ready to go. The longest, you know what takes the longest? Breaking these apart. That is literally what takes the longest. And laying them out. Planting should be really quick. Just a little recap on planting your garlic. So once you've split them into single cloves, you're going to plant them with the little flat section, that's where the roots grow out of, facing down. So the little pointy section should be facing up when you plant them. I plant them, I don't even know what that spacing is, maybe 6 inches apart and about 6 inches deep, roughly, about as deep as my trowel will go. That's how I plant them. And there's no fuss, no muss. Like, I just pound them in the ground, make sure they're deep. And then I'm going to cover them with a layer of straw, which I said, I just don't have that right now. So that's the piece that's missing, but that insulates them. And getting them in the ground right now means that they will have time to maybe start to grow some roots at the end of fall, in prep for spring growth. So yeah, freaking love garlic. But like, feast your eyes on that beauty right there. Oh man, I'm telling you, so amazing. All right, let's do this. I cannot tell you how awesome it is to finally be at the point where when I'm planting with that little broad fork, like, that was super light. Like, it wasn't a crazy amount. It was, the fork just slid in. Probably didn't even need to do it, but I do because I want these bulbs to grow big. So if they're in compacted soil, they're going to be restricted. But holy, the best advice I can give to any new gardener that's been growing for a long time and maybe just doesn't do this is to love your soil. As I was planting, I was thinking about the fact that soil is much like humans. If you care and love it, it will care for and love you back. And honestly, like our garden, even though we didn't do much with it like this year as far as tending, has just gotten better year over year. So I added compost to this bed. If you remember, about a month ago, I cleaned out our compost bins because I wanted to start another compost. And this stuff is just gravy. It's so delicious and like, not really, like, because I didn't eat it, but I probably could. Like just like so much life, like so soft and fluffy. It's just amazing. We have worked really hard on building good soil in this garden. All the additions have been from farmers. So like we added composted manure from a friend who is a farmer. So we know where everything has come from. And I really think being in control of that makes a huge difference, and making sure you add organic matter every year, even if it's just a layer on top, because the soil microbes will do the rest. So if you don't have time to build a compost, just add a thin layer of organic matter every year, and over time it will break down. But I'm telling you, there really is nothing better. I also have a tip. I'm sorry, I'm so distracted by how beautiful everything is. If you want to know when it's time to plant your garlic, you should need to wear a toque consistently. Because I came out and I was like, oh yeah, have to go back in and get a toque. And if I think back to all of the other years, I think I've been wearing toques, or pretty close. Like I've been wearing long sleeves. I've got 2 layers on here. Anyways, I can't stop looking at this. It's like a bed of hope and promise. That's the beauty of growing garlic. You plant it now, and in the spring, it's like you have food already growing. It's so amazing. I did a pretty good job of guessing how much garlic I would need. So I'm going to keep this bucket because I know that it will fill both my big beds. Probably, like I've been rotating garden beds. Oh, there goes a grouse. A grouse literally just like went flying over my head. Like right in front of me. Jeez. Sometimes there just aren't words for how amazing life can be. Okay, I gotta turn it off and then just keep looking because I'm gonna sit here for a while. But if you're thinking about growing a garden, or you have a space to make a garden, prepare it, not even have to do like what I did, and plant some garlic. You probably have a friend who you know that has garlic. I share mine with a lot of my friends. Ask them for like a couple of bulbs is all it takes to start your garlic journey. These came from my friend Melissa. Thank you, Melissa. I think of you so fondly when I plant this garlic every year. You're in my head nearly the entire time, in a good way. I'm grateful for your friendship and for your garlic. Yeah, and grow some darn garlic. It is low stakes, low input, huge output crop. Requires watering, maybe. And I'm going to put some straw on top once I'm finished looking at how beautiful this soil is. Anyways, I hope you all are having an awesome fall. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.